The magic is back for a second time. Yes, hey cuties, PeachY here. Welcome back to a new video, and in this video, that's right, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing all 6 of the brand new WINX Club Fairy Dolls by Playmates toys. Now, if you've been keeping up, you know that we have been previously unboxing the WINX Club Reboot dolls by Giochi Preziosi, both fairy and iconic casual dolls. Now we're starting to move on to the Playmates versions of the dolls. Now, these 6 I was able to get on eBay as a bundle because they're not available yet in on Amazon or stores here in Europe, and thankfully they have arrived, and now we can finally make a video unboxing all 6 of these lovely girls. And then of course stay tuned for the future video where I compare all these 6 to their Giochi Preziosi counterparts, because it's gonna be very interesting to see a direct comparison between both versions of the same character, basically the same fairy dolls. But of course, firstly, we gotta take a look at the packaging. So here on the front, we do have the signature for each character respectively, accompanied with a image of them in their fairy form. It's 4+, and it says watch it on Netflix. I did start watching the reboot season on Netflix, but I have yet to complete it. So don't ask me too many questions and no spoilers, please. But yes, the rest of the packaging basically has a unique color scheme here in the background. The doll obviously is in the center. They don't have accessories, so it is very plain, but I do like how there is a unique little sign here for every character. So for Tecna here in the left, we do have little sparkles. For Aisha, her unique symbol are water droplets. And then for Bloom, we have a couple of hearts. Same thing here for these lovely girls. We do have the signature, of course, on the front, accompanied with the high quality image of their character. And also it says what fairy they are. So fairy of music, nature, sun and moon. For Aisha, obviously it said water. For Bloom, it said the dragon flame. And then for Tecna, technology. For Musa, we do have her symbol, which are music notes here in the corner. For Flora, they are flowers. And for Stella, we have a couple of stars. Now on the back of the packaging for all 6, it looks the exact same. We have a QR code here on the bottom, and then we have all 6 characters here in their fairy forms in a group shot, accompanied with their signatures and titles. So they look so lovely and they look amazing. And then here's the top. It just says the magic is back. So yeah, you can see here, it's the same for all 6. I'm so excited to get these girls unboxed. They actually arrived a little while ago, so they've just been sitting here, but I had other stuff to unbox first. Now, finally, it's their time though, so I am just, yeah, I'm very pumped. These look amazing and really good in person, so I'd say without further ado, enough of the packaging. Let's get these girls unboxed. So stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe, hype this video, cuties. Consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, to support that channel that way, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more doll content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the dollty you love. But for now, let's get into it. Starting off here with Tecna, because I do think she's probably most people's least favorite doll, and just in general, I feel like Tecna always gets the short end of the stick, but she looks really stunning here. So the wing mechanism, of course, the wings do flap on the Playmates dolls, so they basically have this kind of mechanism in the back where you have these wheels, and when you move one wing, it moves the other. So that's how they're kind of able to flap in the same, at the same time. So very fun, very simple, nothing too like out there. It's not like it's not battery powered. Obviously, this is just old-fashioned, just a good old-fashioned mechanism here to get the wings flapping, which is very nice. We do have the W here for the little WINX logo right there, connecting the foil. Well, these are like, the wings are actually like, I'm not sure. They're like thin plastic. I'm not sure what they actually are, but yeah, they're not delicate, but I would be careful because they could perhaps, come undone. So I would be careful with the wings if I were you, and especially for collectors, they do feel flimsy. Obviously, they're not like sturdy plastic. They're like pretty thin. But yes, the back of the wings, you can see here, it does come off. So since we're back here, we can see a better look at the back of the outfit, which has all Velcro. Now, moving on to the front, So the face for Tecna is lovely. She has these like really big eyes with like teal blue. It's really a gorgeous combination. Then we've got some like pink shimmery eyeshadow right there. We've got some eyebrows here as well that are very nicely detailed. You can see some blushing, light pink lipstick, and then her hair obviously is to the side. It is supposed to be shaved here on the, in the show, but here there's no flocking. It's just painted purple. The rest, it is kind of gelled here, but it has tinsel, which is also purple. So, I actually like the tinsel. It adds a little sparkle. And the top is basically kind of like a tube top with some ribbons here around the neck. We have a little sparkly section here in the middle, which is nice. And you can see here for my Tecna specifically, the top is a bit asymmetrical. I do like the sparkly material here that they chose for the top and the pants, which again here you can see this little ribbon here trim goes all the way around, and the pants do fit her very nicely. They are not loose or baggy, they are really tight. So yeah, very nice. Although I do worry that this kind of fabric might, peel over time. It does seem like it could kind of get distressed. And the articulation, by the way, is very simple. So she does move up and down here. You can move forward and backwards as well. The neck rotation is good, although I'm not sure how well they can go tilting, the heads. And then we do have some movement here at the hips and also at the knees. Very nice indeed. So speaking of, here also her shoes, which are some lovely boots. They are a unique mold for her specifically, which is very cool. They have a lot of painted details here and glitter going all the way around. So definitely the most interesting piece for Tecna here. That is gonna do it for Tecna. Again, here are her wings. I think she looks, she's simple, like she's missing some arm cuffs and stuff, but like overall she's really gorgeous. Next up we got Aisha, the fairy of waves. Tecna, obviously technology, so Aisha looks stunning. She's got this full-on teal / blue outfit going on here. So the wings you can see here are so nicely detailed with some more golden glitter here on the front. They have a nice shaping to them, and here is what they look from the back. Once again, the same mechanism here, but this one is in like a light blue. And now here you can see a better look at the back of her outfit, which is all one piece. This is kind of weird. I'm not sure why they couldn't figure out a better way to have these parts kind of like showing more in the front, because now here they're kind of like always sticking out in the back. So yeah, I don't know, is it just me? This just kind of looks bad. And on the front, I feel like they should be a bit more pronounced. But yeah, anyway, so the face, oh, okay, girl. So you can see here some lovely green eyes and some light pink eyeshadow here. We've got some blushing and also matching pink lipstick. Her hair is in, basically it's in, the rooting is actually like little braids, I believe. And then those braids are pulled up into a ponytail, which are then braided into larger braids, if that makes sense. So, or these are, I think these are twists and then they're braided here. You know what I'm saying? This is a lovely texture. In total, there are 6 large braids here. And mixed in here with the brown, we do have some tinsel, which I do think, again, adds a little bit of sparkle. The top has this lovely kind of fabric used that has a holographic shine to it. Again, I do wonder if this will hold up over time. Then we've got these 2 like blue ribbons as well here going down the front. And then we've got these 2 panels that kind of create this shaping here. At the very bottom. So very interesting. It looks very nice. We've got these shorts that are very soft and sparkly. And then like I mentioned, we have this like these 2 large panels here going all the way from the front to the back, but it feels kind of stiff. So not my favorite kind of fabric. And then going down to her boots, they are unique. They're like a blue with some white painted details here on the front. Definitely not as much as Tecna. But yeah, still lovely boots. I kind of wish that these boots were a bit of a similar color to the overall outfit here, because this is definitely like a green teal and the boots are more of like a traditional blue. So I wish this was more similar to this. Oh, and the articulation is the exact same at the knees. She can bend and also, of course, at the arms. So yeah, she is lovely. Aisha looks amazing, and I'm loving these braids. She is just so stunning. Next up, we got Stella, the fairy of the sun and moon, and she has some very wide wings, like Aisha and some of the others have like kind of very tall wings, like they're kind of very long. But Stella's wings are kind of like wide, you know, so they kind of go more to the sides, if that makes sense. So yeah, lovely design here with like circular shapes here to represent the moon and the sun and these rays. Yeah, lovely overall. But with Stella, I'm just gonna say it already, she has these knees that don't bend. So yeah, she's kind of stuck in this position. I don't know why. Again, I tried to bend these knees. I really feel like they might break if I keep going. So yeah, very unfortunate that her knees just are not bending. Stella's face is obviously lovely. We've got some nice warm eyeshadow here. It's very natural of a look. We've got some light blushing as well as some kind of peachy looking lipstick. Honestly, her face is really pleasant. Even her bangs are accurate, technically speaking. Like the bangs look like they do on the show. Like I feel like this looks very good, at least in my opinion. Now here on the back we have a better look at the wings and of course the hair, which is very long, very blonde, and it's very soft. Like yeah, very good quality hair, I have to say. And I also like how in the packaging they were kind of easy to get out. Like there was no head tags here in the back of any of the dolls, so that's very lovely. Here's a better look at the mechanism for her wings as well. The main portion here is in yellow, as you can see here. Here's the back without the wings on, and then here is the front. We've got this really nice kind of circular shape here, looking like a half a moon or perhaps like a sun ray. Very lovely. We've got this trim here in the same kind of like shimmery orange fabric that also matches these shoulder pads. And you know, do they kind of just float there? Yeah, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. We've also got these 2 straps, but actually in the show she's got 4 straps here. Then the skirt is a really like lovely kind of simple skirt, honestly, but it has this same material here at the on the actual pleating, I guess. Well, these are not pleats, but you know, like this is the actual fabric used for the skirt itself, and then we've got this portion here that has the same kind of matching fabric like this right here on the top. So then the shoes are some unique molds for her once again. They're kind of like a tiptoe, very pointy heel, which looks lovely. I honestly like how pointy the toes are. And we've also got glitter once again going all the way around and some pink designs right there. You know, overall Stella really surprised me. Like I actually like her a lot in person. The hair is probably the best on her out of all 6, and the wings are so lovely. I love the vibrant orange here, but I just really don't like how the knees are not bending on her. Next up we have Flora, the fairy of nature, and wow, she really struck me in person. She's so lovely. The pink is just so gorgeous on her. But once again, similar to Stella, she has the same issue where the knees won't bend. I keep trying, but again, I don't want to break these dolls. So yeah, the knees are stuck. They're not bending at all, which really sucks because I wish I could put her in some cute poses. But yeah, they're just not giving in. They're not bending at all. There's no give here. They just don't bend. The wings look really gorgeous here. They're smaller in scale here, but they have some more gold details right there. Closer look here at the wings from the front here with the gold glitter. And then here is a better look at them from the back. So yeah, for her, this portion right here is in pink and you can remove them very easily, and then you get a better look here at the back of her dress, which is one piece and velcros all the way. Speaking of, you can see a better look here at the different layers of her dress right there, which is so gorgeous. I also like how they do continue the little frill here all the way around, which is nice. And of course it does go to the front here, which creates this like little sweetheart neckline almost. So very lovely. I love the kind of frills here around her top. And then also she does have these 2 little ribbons going around her upper arms that also have these stitched on little blooms, little rosettes, rosebuds. Yeah, really lovely. I don't know how they made these, but these look just so cute and definitely very Flora. vibe. She even has the same kind of ribbon here tied around her neck to act as a choker. So lovely detail, really cute. Then the dress, like I mentioned, has these different panels here going all the way around. There's 6 in total. And I almost forgot, but here's her face. She's got these lovely bright green eyes. Again, some kind of blush eyeshadow here. I would say very natural looking, some light blushing and some light pink lipstick. She's definitely got one of the cutest and prettiest faces out of all 6. I also like her bangs here. They're obviously gelled, but you know, I kind of like how poofy they are. They kind of like stick out a little bit. It's just kind of realistic to me. Like that looks kind of cute. And then also mixed into her hair color of brown and light blonde, we have these streaks of tinsel, which also kind of give a bit of that sparkly, magical vibe. And then of course we have her unique boots here with some molded on details here at the top, kind of representing flowers and daisies. And then we have the bottom portion, which is very simple. We've got a tip toe here, very pointy, and then some heels. And of course, lots of glitter. Overall, Flora is such a sweet doll here, like the pink, the expression, the face, the braid. It's top tier, honestly. She's definitely one of my favorites for sure. I just wish her knees would bend. Next up, we have Bloom. Of course, she is the protagonist for WINX Club, and her knees bend, thankfully, so yay, good news. And her wings are super lovely. They are kind of like a mixture of a blue and purple pink. They also have these gold glitter detail here on the side. They are similar shaping to Aisha's wings, very similar silhouettes, but they are different. Closer look at her face, and she has these lovely kind of teal blue eyes with a sparkle of yellow here. Very nice mixture of colors. And then she also has like blush eyeshadow right there. Her lashes are really nice, and like there's so many lashes here on these screenings for these dolls. And then the blushing is also very light, and similar light pink lipstick. So makeup is very simple. And then her hairstyle is interesting because it's not actually very accurate to the hairstyle from the show. Her hairstyle in the show is a ponytail, but here it's kind of like a half up, half down. And she has bangs in the show, but here they kind of just pulled to the side a strand of hair and rubber banded it. So here's the back, and you can see the hair is a lovely vibrant orange kind of red shade. Definitely not as vibrant of a red. I think it's more orange than red, if that makes sense. So yeah, but still very fiery, very like fire red colored. We do have some tinsel for her as well, but the tinsel is mainly found in the portions here that are also braided on the half up portion of her hairstyle. So yeah, very lovely. But like I mentioned, the hair does not feel as soft as Stella's. I did comb it out. It is soft, but it's kind of a bit, I don't know, dry. So yeah, but still good quality overall. And I like how it's a little bit wavy. Now here's the back of the wings. Of course, you can see here, this portion is in like a vibrant blue. And then taking these wings off, I hope they don't get tangled too much. Yeah, they look lovely. And now we can see a better look at her outfit from the back. Moving her to the front, we do have this kind of like ongoing pink fabric here, which is very nice. Although I'm not sure why the blue here kind of gets cut off on the sides, so that's a bit weird. But these straps are fully in the blue with the sparkles, which is nice. And then we also have, similar to kind of like Stella's situation here with the outfit, she also has a shoulder pad, but only on one side. It looks very flat, but they're, again, 2 layers, so blue and pink. So yeah, I guess it's okay. It's fine. But I do like the layering here of the fabrics on the top with the strap, and then the blue layer here on the sides. And then going down to her shorts, because yes, they are shorts. We do have this shimmery fabric, and then over the shorts we have a sparkly fabric that also matches the strap portion right there. And going down, we have these unique molds for her boots, which are kind of like a gradient of pink to blue and then pink again. So love this. They should be higher in the show. In the show, they are over knees like with Stella, but obviously because of the knee joints, they had to cut them short up to the knees. So that makes sense. And of course they are super glittery. That was Bloom. Honestly, I feel like she's very pretty, but I wish that the shoulder pad could have been better, and the hairstyle, even though it's cute, like it's not accurate. And also, where is her glove? And yeah, like the beads in her braids are not present. So a lot of missing details here on Bloom. And lastly, but certainly not least, we have Musa, the fairy of music. And I love the wings here. They're kind of like a bit of a smaller scale, similar to Flora and Tecna. We do have some piano tiles right there, some music notes shapes. Again, more glitter here on some portions, and also her knees, they bend. The knees bend, everyone. Great news. So yeah, I'm really curious as to how many people have the similar issue to me where some of the knees just don't bend, because it's really frustrating. But yes, I think she might be my favorite. Musa, I don't know why. I just love the colors. I think her outfit came out so nicely. Here's a closer look at the face. She has this really lovely expression with some deep blue eyes. We've got some light blushing here, light makeup as well with the eyeshadow, and the pink lipstick is very similar to the other girls from the lineup. Her wings look very nice here. Again, from the front, here is what they look like from the back. So very nicely detailed, and this portion right here is kind of like a magenta color. And so taking these wings off, the back of the outfit looks very nice here with Velcro on the top and also on the dress, which is all one piece. But then, surprise, she actually has shorts that are separate underneath, which is very nice. And she's the only one to have an extra layer of clothing, which is very fun. So here we have her hair, which is rooted in a deep blue. It's very short here with the pigtails. We also have a mixture of tinsel blended in. Now, I don't love how thick the braids look in the show. They're very thin, you know, very underplayed. But here they kind of came out very large. But yeah, the braids look nice. And I just kind of wish the tinsel could have been a bit tidier here around the sides, because you can kind of see that the tinsel is coming a bit undone, you know. Notoriously, tinsel gets messy easily. So now here's the front of the outfit, which again has 2 layers. These shorts are separate, which is lovely. They're kind of like a spandexy, stretchy material, which also matches the this portion right here on her dress, which is cool to see. We've got these like different layers of like fabric here, right there. It's very asymmetrical of a dress, so very interesting, but I do like the shaping overall and the cutouts right there. And lastly, of course, we have her unique shoe molds here, these boots, which have glitter going all the way around. They have a platform as well, and the buckles are painted in silver with some light pink straps. But that was Musa. I'm loving this outfit, and again, the layers, the boots, her color scheme is really working for me. And that was my unboxing review on all 6 of the new WINX Club Reboot dolls made by Playmates Toys. Again, comparison video between these and the Joki Preziosi versions will be coming shortly, so stay tuned for that. That video will be very interesting because I haven't seen anyone really compare them in a video like this yet, so I'm very excited. But I think these look really good. The Playmates versions, I'm just gonna say, I think I might like them a little bit more. The wings, the wing mechanism, definitely for me, I prefer this wing mechanism where you can actually flap them, you know. The Joki dolls obviously don't have that feature, but that's just like stuff like that to me. I feel like that's why I like these versions more. And the only thing that I don't like is that they're kind of stiff with the movement. Like for Stella and Flora, I can't bend the knees. Like, I just cannot bend them. I don't know why. Again, I've tried. I don't want to break the legs, so I've given up. But like, I really tried to like bend the knees. Because with Aisha, one of the knees also was very stiff, but I got it in the end. It bent in the end. So I thought, okay, maybe I just keep doing that with Stella and Flora's knees, but no, it's really like they're stuck. So I'm just not gonna bend their knees. But you know, like that, for instance, for me, that's like a big issue because you obviously want to pose your dolls. So, and it's not just for my dolls. I've seen other people have similar complaints where the articulation is very finicky and very, you know, like it doesn't work in some cases. So, but I think overall, like, just wow, these are so cute. Oh my gosh. Something about them is very enchanting, very magical, obviously. And I love them. But what do you think? I think my favorite would have to be, I don't know. I feel like I keep going back and forth between Flora and Musa. I just like them. Musa has like the most layers, so that's also very cool. But honestly, they're all stunning, and Bloom and Stella really surprised me. I thought they were going to be my least favorites, but like actually no, they're all just so stunning. But now I want to hear from you, and what do you think of these dolls? Who's your fave, and do you like them or not? Let me know down below, and I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, to support that channel that way, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.